Your house, your car, your income streams, when they are all taken away, what do you really represent? Is your income and social popularity the sum total of the definition of your success? Who are you behind closed doors when no one is watching? Who do you become when life gets difficult? What character do you reflect when you are confronted with an opportunity to help someone else, when doing so could also leave you at a loss? Is your response a cowardly excuse, listing reasons as to why you can't or won't? Or do you make a point to rise up and be the answer to someone else's prayer, even if it weren't your own? Do you sit back and think that your wealth is enough? What standard validates the level of your integrity? When the fancy suit, the fancy tie, and the expensive high heels are removed, what is staring back at you in the mirror? The most popular vote isn't a representation of the most valuable, true, and authentic. Achieving the popular vote is often just a measure of skill and strategy in order to be the most favorited. So don't fool yourself into believing that you are someone that you are not. Anyone can put on a show to make others believe they are someone they aren't. Your acting skills are not the measure of your success. Your business suit, your tie, and your pretty dress don't define your character. If your bank account was to give a speech about your integrity, what would it say? Would it say you are a man or a woman who often gives to those in need? Or would it reflect a life of greed? Are you only a gritty entrepreneur, hungry for success because you were poor as a child and now you want to be wealthy? Or is your drive backed by a true compassion to actually help others, regardless if there are high profit margins for you or not? It's easy to look at one person and think that their wealth equates to their success. However, a true measure of success is not someone's income bracket, wealth, or prestige. True success is who you are as a person, who you are behind closed doors when you think no one is watching, and what you do to help someone else who can offer you nothing. Sitting back, feeling accomplished simply because you have investments and money stored in the bank is a foolish way to live. The excuses you make to avoid being kind and to avoid being a helping hand to someone in need are not measurements of hard work or success. Anyone can do the right thing when everyone is watching. Anyone can say the right thing in front of a large audience that is ready to give them a round of applause. However, when the reward to do what is right results in no applause at all, and instead results in a personal loss from your own bank account, status, or personal prestige, are you still standing and ready to do the right thing then, when no one is standing with you? Or do you validate yourself with excuses and personal reasons as to why you can't? At what time did the standard of love, kindness, and generosity become measured by what makes us comfortable? At what time did the standard of love, kindness, and generosity become measured by ease and comfort zones? Just because something isn't easy to do doesn't make the excuses for not doing it validated. An effort to conform to a world where the standard is to live for the approval is not a reflection of success or accomplishment. Just because popular culture reflects an image to live for an applause doesn't make the applause a measure of true success. Your validation should not come from those agreeing with you. Your validation should come from doing what is right, even when it leaves you standing alone. Will you still stand up and do what is right even when no one is standing with you? Will you look past your comfort levels to help someone in need even if it makes you uncomfortable? Success is not measured by your business endeavors. True measure of success is how you live your life when you think no one is watching. It is how you respond when you are offended. It is how you forgive when you are wounded. It is how you cheerfully give to others who can offer you nothing in return. It is how you treat others in the same way you would want for yourself. Take a moment to readjust your mindset and cancel out the lies. You aren't successful just because you have the highest paying job or a highly profitable business. Success is not a measurement of your income, title, degree, or position. Success is determined by you and who you choose to be daily. Most people aren't willing to put in the work in order to have the highest integrity and character, in order to represent a true success story. Anyone can make use of the resources around them and turn them into wealth if that is their desire. However, to love when it is uncomfortable to love, and give when it is uncomfortable to give, and forgive when it is uncomfortable to forgive, now that takes hard work. Only a few are successful. Success is not measured by the amount of excuses you make to validate and/or justify why you can't or don't. Success is marked by who you are, by how you give to those in the same way you would want for yourself. Don't measure your life by the popular vote, or live your life for the sake of applause or social approval. Don't fool yourself into thinking that you are better than you actually are. Look in the mirror. When your houses, your cars, your businesses, and/or income streams are all taken away, what does the reflection looking back at you actually represent? Success is being honest, not covering up and making justifications when you are wrong. It is taking ownership of your actions, even if it costs you a sacrifice you didn't want. Success is correcting your wrongs rather than making excuses for them. Just because the culture around you says something is okay, doesn't make it right. Simply because you don't agree with something doesn't make it wrong. Success is being humble enough to see other perspectives outside of your own. The beauty is that no one determines your success story except for you. You decide if you are going to be honest when deception has become a norm. You decide if you are going to have integrity when everyone else is doing business for the highest profit margins, regardless of how it affects someone else or not. You decide if you will own your mistakes rather than shying away from them. You decide if you will stay consistent with your words and actions regardless of the situation. You decide if you will treat other people in the same way you would want for yourself if you were in the exact same situation. You decide your path, and you decide your course. Success isn't determined for you, and it most definitely isn't gained by wealth. Success is not your title, business, position, job, degree, or income bracket. Success is who you are, not your latest business achievement.